Hey guys, it's Debbie, and I hope y'all are doing well. I wanted to come on here for a couple of minutes and do a quick show and tell, kind of a behind the scenes. If you've been following along, I've been doing a lot of art show and tells, and I think I've shown some intuitive art before, but I wanted to show you guys a couple of pieces that I haven't, excuse me, previously shown you. And I like to consider myself a multi-passionate, mixed media, creative. So a lot of the, pieces that I create are either upcycled or recycled items. A lot of them are kind of like mix and match. A lot of them are done using like natural things. And, I like to make it simple for people so that they can have, an easy time doing it. Usually, when I say that I'm doing like a, intuitive piece of art. Sometimes it'll be along with, hi, thanks for joining. Sometimes it'll be along with a practitioner that is doing a guided meditation as part of a program that they have or some special event that they're doing. And other times I will listen to maybe a guided meditation that doesn't necessarily have an art component with it, but I might feel prompted to create something after. Most of the time I'll do journaling, but there are other times when I will create something. Now, I wanted to show you a couple of different ones. This one is actually kind of old, and as you can see, there's variations in the color of this. This was actually created on mixed media paper, and it was actually created using the pigment from spinach. So what I did was, if you have some wilted spinach, you can actually heat it up like in, water, put it in a jar of warm water, or you can like lay it out in a glass pan or whatever you have with some warm water. And then you actually squeeze out the pigment from the spinach. And what happens is, around the edges where you see that like coppery dark brownish color, that I believe is the iron coming to the surface. And you can see there's some really bright green areas and then some lighter green ones. Now this, if you can look really carefully, I cut into little shapes. So basically this would have been a piece of paper about this size, or a couple of pieces of paper about this size, or one a little bit bigger. And again, it would be like watercolor or mixed media paper. And then after it dried, what I ended up doing, this was part of a online challenge that I did a couple of years ago. And we were to create something around a particular prompt that we were given. And in this particular case, I wanted this to look like camouflage. And there's kind of backstory with that, like how we tend to kind of hide behind things. But there's also something about being part of like an army of people rising up, to do things in the art world. So this is one example of a piece of intuitive art that I did with a guided practitioner. And this particular piece, I did upload an image of this to one of the creator sites that I'm on, and you can actually get this print order on a variety of different items. So another thing that I did was a couple of watercolors recently. Like, these are really recent, and this particular one right here, to me, reminds me of like streamers. This particular one I did as part of a guided meditation with one of the artists that I follow, and she had a video and I was following along. This particular prompt for this particular guided meditation was to help you to release anxiety. So as she was walking through the meditation, there was some music playing in the background, and she was, saying some different things to try to get you out of anxiety. So for me, while I was listening to this, I actually had a piece of mixed media paper, handy in front of me. And I was actually, during this particular meditation, releasing a lot of tears. So I actually wet the piece of paper, let my tears kind of like fall onto the paper. So this is infused with real tears of me sort of expressing and releasing anxiety. And this one, again, I feel like I always journal about what I think, it means to me. And I did do that. This particular piece, I did also upload onto a site where you could get this image onto various things. If you can see right here, this was the thing right here in the middle that I thought was really cool. The colors sort of blended together, and this is just children's watercolor, really inexpensive children's watercolor. And it turned out to be pink and blue. And for me, that meant like the balance of masculine and feminine energy, kind of being fearfully and wonderfully made, and, just what a miracle we all are. And I did upload this to the site, and then that would actually hi, thanks for joining. This would actually be available print to order. So this one, I did write a backstory. Now the one on the back side here, I also just did recently, and this is also on mixed media paper. And this is again with kids watercolor. Now this particular one, I was listening to a guided meditation for an art practitioner that I listen to quite often. Kind of listening to it on my own as I normally do. And then when I was finished listening to it, I was prompted to create this. And what I like about watercolor is it's really cool because when you put it on the page, when you start to turn it around like this, all the colors sort of blend and bleed together. And I did screenshot or took a picture of this, and I kind of did it in all 4 different directions because I wasn't sure which one I actually like best. Like I remember when I did it, which way I had the paper formed, or in what position I had it, and then everything sort of started to form around it. This one I haven't entitled yet. Usually I'll entitle it either after or during. This one I haven't done yet, and I was thinking of uploading this. I tend to be doing with watercolor anyway a lot of abstract type of art, and I feel like it could look really cool on like these print to order type things for your home or for your wardrobe or something like that. Now this is another one that I actually did with a practitioner that was doing a online event for a couple of days. And I don't know if you can see what all of these images are. So I actually cut all of these out of a magazine, and I do like collage art. And if you can tell, these are all shoes. And I received kind of a divine download when I was doing this I guess you call it like an online retreat or like a, master class, and it was for a couple of days. And this particular artist that I did this with, I've been following for a really long time. Now, this particular piece, if you were to go to my link tree, it is uploaded. It was part of a soul art experience, and you can actually go to the gallery, the online gallery for this artist, and see this uploaded with a little bit of the story and kind of like what came to me. And I have 2 other pieces that I did with her in the past that are also uploaded onto that. So you can see that. And if you want to watch any of these replays, I will make a clip of this and then I'll post it on here. But then all of the lives from this platform, I'm repurposing them all in entirety on my YouTube channel. I'll do a little clip, but then I'll also have the whole thing. So in case you missed any part of it. But I just wanted you guys to know that it is so easy to create art. I have these in here just to kind of keep them clean, if you will. But basically you can do it like in a spiral like this. I do have other intuitive art in here. This particular one, the paper that I have it on, it's like a journal, an art journal, but then the paper that is adhered to it, this particular one is the mixed media paper, so it's a little bit heavier. And I haven't taken it out of here. I will say, because this one again is made with spinach, I've done some other ones in the past that would be considered intuitive art that I did with plant pigments from like roses, bougainvillea. I've used spices. I've used other things. They tend to fade a little bit. So I'm kind of glad in a way that I did leave this in this little notebook here, because the other one that I actually kept in one of these little, acid-free cellophane type of things actually did fade. I'm so glad and grateful that I took a picture of it before it started to fade. So I have it in its brilliance and I was able to enhance it and make it a little bit bigger. But anyway, I just wanted you guys to know that you don't have to have like a practitioner to help you do any kind of intuitive art. A lot of times people will intuitively journal, or they'll maybe be intuitively led to do something else. I do believe that we are all creative. I believe that art is healing. I believe that we can all create from our heart and express our emotions. I do think that art is a very great way for a stress relief, for keeping us grounded, helping us to get back into our childlike faith and creativity. And if you guys want any other ideas, definitely let me know. I will share a clip of this. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for watching. Thank you for sharing and liking and all of that. And I really appreciate, all of you. And I hope you all have a wonderful day. Take care. All right. Bye.